where Michael Penix is finding Kyle Pitts in the end zone.
You know what I realized?
What?
He's nobody's guy on the show.
No, Penix.
Penix?
My guy.
Penix. Oh, he's your guy? All right, sweet, bro.
When did you establish that?
I just been hinting at it, here and there.
Rue
Penix,
wrote
I
about him in
think,
his
had a
diary
little bit-
alongside Javonte Williams a couple years ago.
It hasn't been a high bar to get him.
Yeah.
No one else has even mentioned him. I've mentioned a few times. I think he's gonna have a better year
Dusty
than
said
people think.
he was also one of your making the leap candidates.
He was in my making the leap when you were playing cards. He was in my making the leap top 5. So that establishes.
47 catches, 4 TDs.
Nobody else wanted him. I'll take him.
I like him.
I'll take
No,
Pitts.
don't come up now.
I like Tua, and my son is left-handed. I feel like I should get all left-handed quarterbacks.
No, Penix is my guy.
You've got Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah, I was going to say, you got Dylan Gabriel.
I like Dan Lanning.
Yeah, what an amazing segment on Penn. But yeah, this is the clip that went viral. Penix airs out, stunning connection to Pittsburgh. Like, all right, I appreciate that wording, but like Penn makes high-level throws, really high-level, like experienced throws, and he did that in his first game as an NFL starter. Some of the layered throws that he was making, oh my gosh, the touch, I mean, it was beautiful. I mean, it really was. I don't care what defense you're going up against. I mean, the way how Penix was just already reading defenses, holding defenders with his eyes, just manipulating from within the pocket. It was so great to see. And again, doing it from the jump, playing like a having a veteran presence from the jump. Like Penn is going to surprise a lot of people. He really is, which is why I am mega high on the Atlanta Falcons. And we're all just kind of like, nah, they're not going to be anything. Nah, Penix, like, it's like we heard so much about Jaden. We heard so much about Caleb. We heard so much about Bo Nix and whatnot. And it's actually kind of funny. So Colin Cowherd, I think it was last week or whenever exactly it was, he kind of talked about how, not all these quarterbacks can hit from this draft class, right? And he was kind of using that as a way to like kind of to say like he thinks that that's why J.J. McCarthy will maybe not work out. And listen, I think that logic in general is flawed. But what I kind of find interesting is that with like the success of a Jaden Daniels and even Bo Nix, because they were obviously the two most successful rookies and kind of a, inconsistent year at a Caleb. What I really find interesting is that there's no general sense going into this year that Penix will be like as great of a, have as great of a year as CJ Stroud had, Jaden Daniels had, Bo Nix, right? There's real like no momentum for that. And I know I'm sure Atlanta Falcons fans and stuff like that are excited, but like they even kind of joked in here, like they're like, we haven't really brought up Penix, like Penix is no one's guys, and I'm like, I'm out here making videos, I'm trying to talk about Pennsylvania, and so that's like there's just nothing there. There's no energy behind the Atlanta Falcons and Penix right now, like none, zero, and I find that fascinating. I find that truly fascinating. That it's not even like people aren't there. There's no like common take where they're just like, if Penix could play as good as Bo Nix did, the Atlanta Falcons will win the division, right? Like there's no like none of that energy out there, which I don't even think is like, it's hardly a hot take by any stretch of the imagination. It's almost just like Penn is going to be okay. The Falcons will be okay. He'll have a typical rookie year. And it's just like, I don't know what that means now, right now. I don't really know what that means. Like, can he be great? Is he going to carve up defenses? Because like, it's year 2. He kind of sat, he obviously played 3 games, but like, he pretty much sat for the year. He's now stepping in. He actually has like real NFL experience and like true experience in moments that matter, as I always point out, but he doesn't have a season's worth of tape and just a library of film for the defenses to kind of, for the DCs and stuff to kind of just unpack. It's not really there. And there's plenty of aspects of his game now, like in a funny way, in a very ideal way for the Atlanta Falcons. There's limited tape on him for the defenses right now. And I'm not even a a huge believer. I don't know what I just said before, but I'm not a huge believer in the whole like, oh, they got film on you now, you're going to struggle. Like, so that's not even what my true belief is. But there's still matters to a degree, obviously. But what I really love though is, and what I really appreciate about what Penix is going for them and the Falcons as a whole now is that in a weird way, there's limited tape for the defenses now to really kind of be like, well, who the heck is Penix in the NFL? They saw him in just his first 3 games in the season, right? His first 3 games in the NFL season against the Giants, the Panthers, and a great game against the Commanders, but still very limited. But it's asymmetrical because it's plenty. It's just a wealth of a foundation for the coaching staff, for the Falcons to build off of, for Penn to build off of, to combine that with what they're seeing in practices and, all the other stuff and other, film study sessions. So it's like in a lot of ways, the defenses are still kind of like, we don't really know what's going on with this guy, but he completely had planted the seeds for what the Falcons can go for. And just his experience now to build off of, to be like, this is what I was thinking. This is what I was seeing in this moment. This is why I decided to check down instead of so-and-so. This is what I saw, like, just, and again, in important moments. All right, well, listen, in games like this, and it got to have it moment, we need you to be a little bit more, we actually want you to be a little bit more conservative. This was a game where we just needed to come away with the win no matter what. At this point in the game, we need, like, whatever it is, like, even just situational aspects. A lot of times we talk about situational football, and usually it's always like 2-minute warning or something, the 2-minute drill, or when you're coming from behind. And like what a lot of people don't realize is like it gets a lot more complicated than that, right? Like you have to understand like what are the stakes? What's like, how is the game unfolding? Like it becomes a lot more situationally more than that. And typically it's only ever falling on the coaching staff and really the quarterback, because they're the ones that are actually making the decisions. At the end of the day, for a wide receiver, running back, offensive lineman, like it'll get pretty much reduced to same old, no matter where you're at in the game. Before a quarterback in the coaching staff, those things truly matter. And he's now been put in these various situations. So again, that also now you get to continue to build off of as well. So I don't know, man. I'm ready for it. Like the NFL is about to change. We're about to get such an influx of new faces, new quarterbacks, new energy. We've been really just kind of sitting on this like Josh Allen, Mar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, and I love all those quarterbacks. I truly think that all 4 of them are legitimately all-time greats, just special quarterbacks. We are so lucky to have all 4 of them playing at the same time. I mean, we are as fans, we are absolutely positively spoiled. We just are. They're just, their quality of game is so exciting and dynamic, but we've been kind of that's it. Like no one else is really worth paying attention to as intently. But now we got this new wave, right? We got Jaden Daniels, we got Penix, we got Penix, like we got some new energy in here, right? Jalen Hurts is out there balling, out-dueling Patrick Mahomes in Super Bowls. Like there's more than just those 4 quarterbacks. And we got a sniff of that with Jordan Love and CJ's drop, but they obviously weren't, because of the powers that be, they weren't able to exactly follow that up in year 2 for them. And, which was a little bit of a bummer, but Penix has the ability to just really pop, because the Jordan, that was another perfect example. Obviously, he wasn't a rookie when he was a first-year starter. But that was like, why is no one saying that's a possibility for Penn to have a Jordan Love season where, what was it, the final 10 games of the season, he was the best quarterback in the NFL, and then leads that Packers team to just annihilate the Cowboys. Like all of this stuff is on the table for Penn. That's really what I'm trying to highlight. Like the skill set is there. Will he be able to connect it all together? Will Raheem Morris and in the coach's stab get the Falcons ready to play, week 1 and onward? That is a legitimate question, and that's a fair question, right? That's a fair question. But the juice is there, man. It is there. That I am confident about. Will they be able to get it done? We'll have to wait and see, obviously, but the potential is legitimately, undeniably 100% there. It is, for me, it is absolutely up to the coaching staff to put this together, So the confidence that you should have in this team should probably fall on the shoulders of the coaching staff. If you're confident in the coaching staff, if you're confident in the OC defensive, and Raheem Morris and stuff taking care of the defense, like if you're confident in that, this team's going to be balling. Penix going to have awesome year. If you're less confident about that, well, then it is like a legitimate roll of the dice. So, but those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about Penix? And kind of the noise, the positive noise that's coming out of, this off-season. We'll just keep it vague. Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment. It's whether you agree with me or disagree with me. Either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much.